like. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Let's find a chair. Let's find our chair here. And just sit down like you usually sit down, right? Yeah. Just however you normally do. Let's start with just closing our eyes. Good. So settling into our space for this hour. Our eyes are closed. Good. And just bring your awareness now, not changing anything. Just bring your awareness to your breath. Are you breathing in your mouth? Are you breathing in your nose? Is the inhale longer than the exhale or vice versa? Yeah. And how the breath feels in the body. Again, we're just noticing our natural rhythm. Yeah. Now we're gonna, let's just flutter our eyes open. Yeah. So just noticing where your breath was, how you were breathing, were you breathing, about to here, maybe in your lungs. So the first thing to notice, well, just have an awareness, right? So today we're going to talk about that kyphosis that I said in our email. So kyphosis or hyperkyphosis is that rounding of the upper back. So after this class, when you go out to the grocery store, you're probably going to start noticing people. I do that all the time, so you notice people, and some just have their head forward, and some, are the upper back is rounded, and then the dowager's hump is when, it's really exaggerated. So what happens over time, and it's just based on habits over time, how we sit, how we stand, how we walk. But there's been a lot of studies out there. They used to think that if it was osteoporosis related, that if you have osteoporosis, you can get that. But more and more studies are coming out that maybe it doesn't have a whole lot to do with osteoporosis. It's just our habits, right? Or it could be other issues, but it could be just performance habits. And now especially, right? What do we do? What do we spend our time doing? I'm going to grab this, even though it's not working for me today, right? Doing this. Look at my neck when we do this on our phone, right? Look at me when I'm on my computer. Our head is forward. Our head weighs 8 to 10 pounds. So imagine, that's like heavier than a 5-pound bag of flour, right? So imagine if the head is forward and how over time it just keeps on going more and more forward, then rounding the back. All right, so we're going to find our seat again. Good. And now, as if there were a puppet, like a marionette, and there's a string coming up from our head. We're going to lift the head, right? As if somebody's gently pulling that string like a puppet. Good. So that helps us to lift our heart. Good. Let's bring our palms up on our lap, and let's slide our hands up to the top of our thighs. Good. And just feel that naturally helps us the shoulders come back, right? Because the shoulders come along with all of that stuff. And it can start to cause stiffness in the shoulders, if we have poor posture. So this class today is just simply about tiny little tweaks that we can redo our habits to sit up straight. Good. All right. So let's again float our eyes closed. Good. Now breathing, if you can, in and out of the nose. Let's take a couple cleansing breaths. So breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And breathe in through your nose and breathe out the mouth. And one more time, breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Good, and relax. Now relax the breath. So just bring your awareness to the shoulder blades behind you. Yeah, and imagine there's a pencil in between your shoulder blades, and you're gently trying to hold the pencil so it doesn't fall down. Yeah. And now finding our breath, and nothing exaggerated, just very gently. And now we're gonna, as we breathe in, imagine the breath going into the back of your heart and the shoulder blades. And then as you breathe out, just relax the body, extend the breath. Good. And a couple more times, breathe in and let it go. Again, just bringing a gentle awareness as you breathe in, as if the back of your heart is lifting, shoulder blades are expanding or just drawing back. Just taking that breath into your upper back. Just a couple more breaths at your own pace. And then relax the breath now. So we have the ability to direct the breath to pretty much any part of our body. And obviously we're not breathing right into that place, but when we have that awareness, it helps us to deepen our breath and today take that attention to that nice tall spine, right? And that area in our upper back. Good. All right. So you can either start to flutter your eyes open here, yeah, or you can keep your eyes closed. If the hands are comfortable on that with palms up, leave them up. If bringing the palms down is a little bit more comfortable for you, do that. We're going to just start to move our body now. So take a breath in. As you exhale, keeping the spine tall, just drop your chin to your chest. Shoulders are still gently reaching back. Yeah, good. And then inhale, slowly lift the head back up. Exhale, slowly drop the chin to your chest. Keeping the head here now down. We're going to roll the head, the neck. So inhale, slowly roll your right ear to your right shoulder. And then gently bring the head up, maybe slightly back, but keeping that back of your neck long. And then left ear to left shoulder. And then roll the head forward. Yeah. So this should feel nice, and doing it nice and slowly. Inhaling as you go up, big breath. Exhaling as you come forward. Good. And the next time that you come forward, pause. Good. And then rolling the head the opposite direction. You can do small little circles, or maybe your neck feels pretty loose, but that neck is holding up that 8 to 10 pound head. And if we keep our neck strong, right, it has less the head has less tendency to drop forward, starting to cause that kyphosis. And the next time the head comes forward, pause, and then wiggle your toes in your shoes. Press down into your toes as you let the head just gently and lightly float back up. Good. All right. And again, either keeping the eyes closed if that's comfortable for you, or you can flutter them open at any time. Yeah, we're going to relax our arms down alongside our body. Here's we do this every class, both the neck, right, and the shoulders. We're going to inhale, reach the shoulders up gently, and then draw them back. This is such a nice stretch for that upper back. And then float the shoulders down and bring them forward. Inhale up. You can even add a little smile here if you'd like. Yes, just a reminder that when we smile, even if we don't feel like smiling, it creates serotonin, that feel-good hormone in our brain. That's why it feels so good when we see people laugh and smile, right? And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Inhaling, remembering that breath, exhaling forward, back and up, forward and down, and one more, back and up, and then forward and down. Good. And shake it out. Let's just do some shaking. Yeah, shake off any tension that you came to class with this morning. Just let it go. Shake the head. You can shake the legs, wiggle the legs. You can even wiggle the toes. You can blink your eyes. All this just very favorite yoga pose, right? Just shake and blink and shake. Shake everything. Yeah. And relax. Good. All right. So coming to paying a little bit of attention to our hands here, we're going to float our hands forward. Good. And then we're going to lift the fingers up and spread your fingers as wide as they want to go today, including the thumbs. Yeah, don't forget them. Good. And then inhale as you roll the fingers out and down and in, yeah, and in. So inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. Exhaling. Good. And bring the fingers back up. Good. Bring the hands flat. Turn the backs of the hands to face each other, the palms out. And slowly bring the tops of your hands together. Relax your shoulders here. Yeah. And then start to bring your fingers, like they look like a butterfly because it's spring, right? Bring your fingers towards your shoulders. Yeah. And find your breath. So through the entire class today, just remind yourself to keep that marionette, that puppet, pulling up on the head so that our spine stays gently tall. Good. Reach those fingers back. Good. And relax now. And now cross the hands at the wrists and interlace your fingers. Good. So this should feel nice on that upper back. As you breathe in, reach your hands forward, relax your shoulders, let them just glide forward and feel the opening up of those shoulder blades behind you. And then as you exhale, reach, just relax the shoulders back, bring the arms back just a little bit. Let's do that a couple times. Inhale, stretch forward. All this just to make it, the poses should just feel good. No pain. Slide back. Inhale forward. Exhale, glide back. Good. And then unclasp your hands. Now clasp them with fingers, with palms together. And then slowly bend your elbows and bring your hands to your chest here. Good. Relax the arms down alongside the body and just wiggle the hands. Yeah, those clasped hands. Nice and loose at the wrists, nice and loose at the hands. Good. All right, and relax the arms down. Good. Yeah. So just a reminder, as you know, we have that head going forward. Today is fall prevention stability as well. And that adds a lot to our instability when our head is even a little bit forward, because that brings the gaze more down towards the ground as opposed to up and out, right? So it can cause over time the propensity to possibly be more prone to tripping and falling. Yeah, so that's why having this nice tall spine. Yeah, good. All right, coming into a little cobra here. Actually, we're going to do a little neck. So we're going to, with that, we're going to sit up with that gentle little puppet. Yeah, find that pencil between your shoulder blades behind you and try to hold it. Maybe it's a bigger, thicker marker, right, that you're holding there, or a ball. Yeah, good. And now taking the chin and just tucking it back. Feel that back of the neck get a little bit longer and get a stretch. This is I think, one of the best exercises. And we can do this so easily, right? And then release and relax that chin. Most of us now in our cars have headrests. So when we get into the car to drive or be a passenger, just bringing the head straight back, not the chin lifted, but the head straight back, that will help us to get new habits, to what do you call it? Just realign ourselves and decide to have new habits in our life, right? Okay, so now we're going to relax our arms down. We're going to slowly relax the shoulders as your arms float up about halfway. Good. And then lift the fingers up. Just keep the arms relaxed, the shoulders relaxed. And again, we're going to draw that chin straight back. Yeah. And breathe. Don't stop breathing here. So this can be really challenging. Just take it to where it's a little bit of a challenge, right? But that's stretching the back of the neck. That's telling our body and our brain, hey, the head belongs above the shoulders, not forward. And then relax. Good. Relax the chin. And now let's bring our hands into a little cactus pose, or a W, I like to call this. Yeah. And again, one more time, relax the shoulders. And we're going to draw that chin back, maybe even the upper arms back a little bit. And breathe in and out of the nose. So practicing this a couple times a day, when you think of it, is a great way to restore new habits in our body. And then exhale, relax the whole body, let the arms float down. Good. And roll out the shoulders. Yeah. Doing that several times a day when you start to find yourself busy, getting stressed out, even sitting for an appointment, in the waiting room. This is so simple to remember to do, right? Yeah, good. All right, we're going to scoot forward in our chairs just a little bit. I'm going to do a few more stretches on our chair that will have an option to stand. Good. All right, so hands onto, we're going to come into Cobra pose. Good. So take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, again, keep the head above the shoulders, right? And then draw your chest forward and come about halfway forward here. And if it's comfortable for you to bring your elbows onto your thighs, your fingers can just rest forward here. So Cobra on the floor is we just have our forearms on the floor. Yeah, and this is seated Cobra. Good. So once here, good. Feel the arms, those forearms just gently press into your thighs. I want you to draw your head, the top of your head forward slightly, and then lift your heart. Yeah, and maybe lift the head along with the heart. We don't want to yank the head back, right? But just feel that lifting of the heart here and find your breath. Now, notice if you're creating a lot of tension in the upper body, and see if you can just relax into this Cobra pose. And again, an amazing pose to do to remind our body that where our shoulders belong, not forward, they belong back and stacked above our hips. Yeah, and breathe and smile. Good. Each time you exhale, let the front spine drop a little bit. Each time you inhale, maybe the heart, remind the heart to lift, especially the back of the heart. Scoop it forward and up. Good. And then as you exhale, let the head look down towards the floor. Good. Slide your hands onto your thighs, one at a time. Good. Then press down into your feet and your hands. Let that straight spine comes right back up here. Good. And roll it out. Yeah, good. Okay, we're going to get a little bit into our hips here. So we're going to take the right leg out to the side. Left knee is going to stay forward, squaring our chest to the front of the room here. So once you do that, if you feel like this is a little bit too much, you can heel toe that leg in a little bit. I want you to be comfortable here for our little side bend here. So we're going to take our right hand across to our left thigh. Relax the left arm down alongside your body. I'm going to turn the left palm out, and on an inhale breath, press into your feet as you float your arm out. And just as slowly as you can, just take your arm to wherever it's comfortable. Don't fight it. Don't push through it. Relax the shoulder as you're doing that. So it could be here. Maybe you go into cactus. That might feel more comfortable. Maybe some of us are up here. It doesn't really matter. Keeping that chest nice and forward. We're going to take a breath in, gently holding on to this left thigh. Get as tall as you can on this left side. And then as you exhale, just lean over. Let's keep the head right next to the arm. So we don't want the head to drop. Yeah. And so we're just stretching this whole left side here. Yeah, getting into the fascia tissue of your rib cage. Good. Getting into our lymph glands underneath our arms. Maybe if it's comfortable for you to turn your head and just gently look underneath your left arm. That's just an option. And breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. Good. Pressing down into your feet on an inhale breath, slowly bring your body back up. Good. And then very slowly, feeling the hand just float through space, relaxing. If your shoulder starts to tense up, just pause, relax the shoulder, and then continue down. You can bend the elbow. Yeah, good. All right, while here, again, we're going to find that puppet string, that reaching the top of your head up, find a nice gentle tall spine. So we're not over exaggerating. You know, it's not like we are at attention, like in the military. It's just gently tall. Take a breath in. As you exhale, now relax your shoulders, relax your body. Slowly pivot your body over to the left, just as much as is comfortable on your back, your spine. And slowly turn the head to look over the left shoulder. Find your big breath here. Nice long, slow, deep breath. Maybe even taking that breath and breathing into the belly and the intestines and the heart. Yeah. Good. And the next time you exhale, feel your body float, just relax. Good. And then slowly bring the body back forward. Good. Then we're going to take that right toe, bring it in, and right heel in, heel toe, your feet, your foot back next to the left leg. Good. All right. Let's do a little shake very softly, move around any tension that you might have built up in that pose. Right. Good. All right. Now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to take the left leg out to the side. Get yourself comfortable. Find your tall spine. Good. Square your shoulders to the front of the room. And we're going to take the left hand to the right thigh. Good. Right arm relaxes down. Turn the right arm out. Press down into your feet and gently float your arm out and up. Good. And take a nice big breath in. Again, on this side might be different than the other side with your shoulder. So just find your edge. Yes. Keeping those shoulders squared forward. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lean over to the left. Again, we don't want to drop the head down. That's a lot of pressure on the neck, right? We want to just keep the head above the shoulders or next to the arm. Good. If it's comfortable to turn your head to look underneath your right arm. Find a smile and your breath. Our breath is our music today. So you can tap into Ujjayi breath, a little restriction, a rush. You can feel the air slightly restricting your throat. Feel and hear the sound of the breath rushing through your throat. Good. Pressing down into your feet, slowly float the body back up. Good. And again, ever so slowly float that right arm down. Nice. Good. Keeping here, right here with our legs. Take a nice big breath in. Find our gentle tall spine. Exhale, relax, and slowly turn the body now over to the right. Turning the head to the right, keeping that chin not tucked, but parallel to the floor. Find a smile and find your breath. Again, maybe guiding that breath into the belly. Belly softens as you breathe in and then relaxes back as you breathe out. It's almost like a little internal massage for our internal organs. You know, one of the main reasons we feel good when we do cardio. Exhale, relax the body, slowly bring the body back forward. Yeah. And then toe heel or heel toe, the feet back to hip distance apart. I'll finish that sentence. One of the reasons why we feel good after we do cardio work is because we oxygenate all of our cells. We really bring in a lot of oxygen. If we have that head forward, shoulder forward on a regular basis, we're literally cutting off our oxygen supply because it's pressing down into our chest cavity, into our lungs, even into our internal organs. And we're not getting as much oxygen all day long unless we have this tall spine so our ribs can expand and our lungs can expand, right? We're just this incredible, beautiful body. Yes, and really complex. Okay, feel free to remain in your chair if you want to do some standing poses. Standing with awareness, right? That's also a pose. Sliding your heels back, nice tall spine, leaning forward, press down into your heels, and slowly make your way to a stand. We've been sitting a little bit, so make it slow. And just let's meet into the backs of our chairs here. You can slide your chair forward here. Yeah, you may need it or you may not need it. I am going to take mine to the side, but you can keep your chair forward right there. Yeah. All right, so let's just move the body. Let's just shake and move, shake the shoulders. Yeah, get nice and loose. All right, good. Maybe stepping a little side to side here, tapping one foot in the other. Good. Yeah, little dance. Nice. And coming back to center, feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Our hip distance is typically 2 of our fists width apart. This is a little bit wider. Good. Soften the knees and rock the body side to side. I do this every time because this is my favorite. Yeah, good. So you can do little twists here, or you can make them a little bit bigger by lifting a heel. But let's find this big breath. Inhaling to one side and exhaling to the other. And I really want you to it out. That's how we get rid of our tension and our toxins on that exhale breath. Yeah. Yes, 90% of our toxins are released in our exhale breath. Last one. And come back. Good. All right, feet back to hip distance apart. We're going to find mountain pose. Again, mountain pose is not just, just become aware of how you're standing. Good. So toes are forward, feet hip distance apart. Lift your kneecaps up. Tuck that little tailbone, the bottom of your spine, towards the floor. So that tucks your hips forward just slightly. Let's lift those shoulders up, melt them back and down. Good. Now our hands are forward here, the palms are towards our legs. Just want you to relax your arms, turn your palms forward, and you feel that radiating all the way up your arms, and that by definition draws those shoulders back. So even if you can remember when you're standing, let me just put my palms forward, it will really help you to circumvent that rounding of the upper back. Good. And then like we did before, but just slightly tuck that chin back. So ideally, my chiropractor will say, if you had a string from your earlobes, it should go down through your shoulders, down through your hips, and down into your heels. If your head is forward, the string's going to go straight to the floor, right? So that's a good visual to remember. Another thing to practice, if you don't have to go to a wall now, but just if you have a wall, to put your heels and back, have your glutes, your cute little butts pressing onto the wall gently, your shoulders pressing onto the wall, and ideally the back of your head. Now, if your head is forward, the tendency is to lift the head up to get the head on the wall. Don't want to lift the head up. Just practice with sliding that chin back so that your head, your shoulders, your booty, and your heels are up against the wall. And that's a great way to practice to stand with our joints stacked, right? To avoid that. Good. All right. So let's relax, shake it out. So that mountain pose is just a good time to, when we're standing, talking to somebody, we meet somebody in the park, just lift the kneecaps up, tuck your tailbone down, turn your palms out. They won't even notice. But whoa, that'll be so nice. And you can do that while you're walking. So let's do that. Let's just come into a little bit of a march here, opposite hand to arm. Yeah, or you could just lift your heels. So let's just imagine that we're walking and we're going to find that marionette, right? That puppet. So the head is reaching up, the spine is just gently lifting, and that is ideally how to walk, right? Yes. And again, our vision, our peripheral vision is so much wider than if we're forward and probably a lot looking down at the ground. Yeah. So just imagine next time you go for a walk, imagine puppet, maybe puppet and pencil, right? And just keep that nice, the heart lifted, and just feel nice and tall. Good. All right. If we want to get a little cardio in here, we can start walking a little bit faster, but keep that head lifted, keep the chest lifted, as if you're just proud, proud to be a human, proud to be a senior, proud to be whatever, alive. Yes, good. Yeah, good. All right, nice tall spine. Good. Maybe some of us want to come into a little bit of a jog or lifting the heels. Again, getting just a little cardio up. Same thing, keep that spine nice and tall. Keep your chest lifted. When you lift your chest, it takes a lot of pressure off the hips and the legs, right? If you get achy hips or legs when you're walking, lift that chest and give some of that job to that upper body. Yeah, good. All right, let's slow it down. Good. And relax. Nice. And even in relaxation, none of this is tension, right? We're just, palms out, shoulders back, the crown lifted, the crown of our head lifted. Good. Ha. Let's let our heart rate come down a little bit. Let's take a nice big breath in and breathe out. Let's find that little pencil in our shoulder blades, or that ball. Yeah, and in a relaxed way. Good. And it's so that we should do this seated, standing. Yes, again, sitting in our car. Again, when we're sitting in our car, just, it feels really good too to just rest your head on the back of that, headrest in your car. Good. All right. So let's come into stretching here a little bit. So taking the right arm, as if there's a big rope in front of you here, gonna reach the right arm up, stretch up tall, grab onto that rope and pull it down. This is very intentional, right? So if there's like tension in the rope. And then we're gonna reach up with the left, grab onto that rope and pull it down. Okay. Reach up with the right, grab the rope and pull it down. And reach up with the left, grab that rope and pull it down. Ah, good. And relax the body, shake it out. All right, we're gonna come into a little sun salutation. So we're gonna bring our hands to our heart center here. Good. We're gonna take an inhale and step out to the side. Yes, like we're a beautiful star. Good. Maybe the toes are forward. Yeah, toes are even. Good. And then we're going to soften the knees and exhale. We're going to bow forward. Again, don't drop the head. Let it just sit on top of the shoulders. Once you're down, maybe drop the head to the floor. Reach the arms back and up. Good. And now on an inhale breath, drop the hands as you step everything forward. This is all on the inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. So just try to do this smoothly as you can. If it was hard to get back into center, don't step out as far. So inhale now to the left, make a little star. Exhale, bow the body forward. Maybe arms reach back and up. Inhale, step together. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale out. Exhale, bow forward. Good. Inhale, step together. Just make this just smooth exhale for your body. Last one here. Inhale out. Exhale, bow forward. Let's pause in this forward fold. Let's bring our hands onto our thighs, or you can just let your arms drop down. Relax your head to wherever it wants to go and be here. If the arms are dropped down like a rag doll and your back is feeling a little tense or tight, bring your hands onto your thighs. Yeah, good. Just getting some blood to our brain. If having your head down feels like too much pressure, lift your head up and look at the floor. Reach the crown forward. So find your comfort zone here. Knees are soft, right? Find your breath. And just imagine all the oxygen and all of those cells reaching our brain, making us more alert, more happy, joyful. Yeah. All right.
Important coming out now. Your arms are down, bring them onto your thighs. Keep looking at your hands, keep your head down as you start to walk your hands up your thighs, right? And once the body comes up, then you lift the head. The reason it's important to know sometimes why we do things, but if your head is down here and the first thing to do is to lift the head up to come up, it puts so much pressure on your back, right? Because this head, remember, is 8 to 10 pounds, right? So we want to roll up and then bring up that nice heavy head of ours. Good. All right, let's just find ourselves stepping back together. Good. And shake it out. Nice. Good job. All right. Let's come into a lunge here. So here's where you might need your chair. And again, all the poses we're doing, just bring your awareness to, are you slumping forward or do you have is your heart lifted? Do you have that nice, gentle, straight spine? Good. All right. So you can start with your hands onto your chair here, your fingers. So be close enough so that you have your straight spine. Good. We're simply now going to step this right foot back onto the ball of your foot, bend the left knee just a little bit, and find a comfortable lunge here. Now you keep your hands here. I'm going to move my chair again out so you can see my body. Yeah, so you're here, right? And be mindful not to have your feet right in line with each other because that makes it really hard to balance, right? And if it's difficult for you to have the ball of your foot, if that's not comfortable, you can either just come to full foot on the floor, yeah, or you can drop your heel here behind you. Yeah, but ideally, if this is comfortable for you, this is a great option. They're all good options. Okay, you're holding onto your chair here. I want you to feel the back of your heart again. Push forward and up. So you get that nice straight spine. Good. And then either remaining here, if you can reach your right arm up towards the sky, that's just an option. Yeah, good. And if you're feeling pretty balanced here, maybe you float your left arm up as well. Good. Relax your shoulders, reach your shoulders back. Fingers are lifting up. You can also come into cactus pose here. May help a little bit with balance, and especially if you have stiff shoulders. So either one, just gracefully and gently find your lunge, right? Your pose. We're all different here. And breathe for 3. Each time you exhale, try to relax into the posture. Try to relax and release any tension that you're holding. 2 and 1. Relax your hands back down onto your chair. Good. With that straight spine, lean forward. On an inhale breath, bring that right foot back up to meet the left. And move around, shake it out however you want to shake. Yeah, shaking is the best thing to do. That's what the wind in spring now is. It's just Mother Nature shaking it off, right? It's a reason for it. Get rid of all the dead stuff, all the tension, so that new growth can happen. Yeah, on this beautiful week of spring. All right, let's just do that same thing on the other side. So now we're going to take the left foot back. Again, you can get back to your chair, hold on to your chair, take your left foot back. Good. And that left heel is not turned in, it's straight back. Yeah. Or you're dropping the heel, right? Or you can shorten your stance and come to just pyramid legs. Yeah. You decide on this side. Take a little time to set yourself up so that you feel sturdy and steady. Yeah, good. And then now take that heart, as if the back of your heart is coming forward and lifting up just slightly. So get that nice tall upper spine. Good. And then reach that left arm up towards the sky and reach the right arm to meet the left. If that's available to you, you can always hold on to your chair here with one hand. Good. And on this side, if your arms are up or even in cactus, maybe you lift your chin slightly. Keep the back of your neck long, however, and just lift the chin. Bring a smile onto your face. A smile that you brought yourself here. You're taking care of yourself. This beautiful practice of yoga. I think yoga is one of the best practices for this upper back rounding for sure. Yeah. And then exhale, slowly come out of the pose, bring your head down, just float your hands back down onto your chair. Good, lean forward. On an inhale breath, bring that left foot forward, good, and shake it out. So sometimes the most challenging part of yoga is to hold the poses, right? We're used to going from one thing to the next, and especially if something's a little challenging, it's like, okay, next, I want to come out. And that's where the breath comes in, right? Big breath, shake it out. Okay. So we're going to come into a little fall, our little fall prevention practice. And this really helps us with our gait and our balance transfer, so if we fall off balance, we can catch ourselves. So you can start with the back of your chair here. So we're just going to do what's called the grapevine, right? So you can keep your fingers on your chair the whole time if you need to, right? We're going to step the right foot out to the side. And then we're going to take the left foot behind us. And then we're going to step the right foot back out. And we're going to bring that left foot to meet, right? Okay. And your chair is here the whole time. You can hold on to it. Yeah. So let's start with this side. Now we're going to take the left foot out to the side. Take the right foot, step it back. On the heel. Take the left foot out to the side. Yeah. And step it back. So it's a little tricky if you want to hold on. You can also just go side to side if that grapevine is not enough. But I'm going to take one more time, my chair out so you can see. All right, so here we are. You can hold on to your chair here if you want to challenge yourself a little bit and you feel like you have the balance to do it. You can have hands on hips. Yeah. So we're going to take the right chair out, step the left foot back, take the right foot out, step it together. I'm almost out of the screen. Take the right foot, left foot out, right foot back, left foot out, back to center. So these can be as small as you want. We're going to do 2 more rounds, right? Take the right foot out. So you can widen it if you want more. And left foot back, right foot back, in and out. And then left foot out, right foot behind, left foot out, and center. Keeping that nice tall spine, last round. Right foot out, left foot behind, and you're dropping that back heel. Right foot out, step to center, and then left foot, right foot behind, left foot out, and center. All these little things that we do get the brain used to side to side, front to back, balance. And so speaking of balance, coming back with our chair here, going to come to the right side of your chair. We're just going to do a beautiful little tree. And we might sway in the wind, like what's happening outside. Yeah. If you're here in Colorado, it's been very windy. Good. All right, but that's good for us. So toes forward, find mountain pose. So find your mountain. What does it feel like? Kneecaps gently lifted, tailbone tucked, right? Shoulders melt back and down, palms are forward, chin tucked. Here we are, just standing, and you could probably stand for a long time if your joints are stacked. Yeah, good. All right, we can take our fingers, our left fingers onto our chair. We're going to glide our weight over to this inside leg. Good. And then we're going to bend the right knee. So find your balance here, around the toe. And then, so this is tree pose. Do whatever it is that benefits you, but finding a spot to stare at. So here's where, if we had the rounded back, we'd be looking down towards the floor. We want a nice tall spine. We want to be looking straight forward, even up a little bit. Find a spot to stare at. It's called our drishti gaze. That'll help with our balance, right? So either remaining here, you can take the right knee out to the side and bring the right foot to the inside of the left ankle. That's an option. Again, feel that heart, the back of the heart forward and lifting up. And when we use our upper body, it helps our balance. Good. You can even bring the bottom of your foot to the inside of your shin if you want fully a little bit more challenge. Yeah, it's up to you. Ideally, finding your balance here first,
And then maybe very slowly floating your hands into prayer position. Bring that little smile on your face. Stare at that little spot that you found. And tell yourself, I've got this. Find your breath. Good. Belly is lifting in and up. Chest lifting up. Head, find that puppet string. Good. And maybe you reach your fingers up towards the sky into a Y. Good. Tucking your chin back slightly, belly's engaged. Upper body is reaching up. And you're breathing. And you're smiling. 3 more breaths here. Feeling that little wobble happen, that's good. It's your body and your brain, but tell yourself, stay up, I've got this, I've got this. Coming out now as slowly as we came in, floating the hands back to center. By the way, option is always to hold on to the chair with one hand. Floating the hands down towards your chest. Good, and releasing. I say that now, right? We know that for the other side. Shake it out. Get rid of any of the tension that built up there. Those are challenging poses, but also they are going to help us to stay stable longer in our life and catch ourselves before we fall. Yeah, good. Okay, because I mean, some things are inevitable. We lose our eyesight typically, you know, as we age, we lose our depth perception. And so really practicing staying tall, right? And feeling what it feels like to do these great finds and these wobblies, that's going to help the body say, okay, I got this, I remember. Let's same thing on this side now. So we're going to rock the weight into the inside leg, bend the left knee now. Good. Again, feeling that heart, the back of the heart, forward and up. That just opens up our shoulders, keeps us in that nice tall spine. Good. Find whatever you want to do on this side. Ideally, same thing you did on the other side with the leg. So taking the knee out to the side, into the ankle, maybe onto the shin, maybe just keep it forward. Good. But again, find the upper body lift. Good. All right. So here we're going to find that drishti gaze, find your spot to stare at that's not moving. And then slowly, if you can, floating the hands to prayer. You can always keep a hand down onto the chair. Find the smile on your face. Since we don't have music today, you can hum your favorite tune. Maybe you float your arms up towards the sky. Good. So again, feel that chest, the heart lift. Hands reach up. You feel so strong, so stable that nothing can blow you over. All right, a little bit more of a challenge on this side, only if you're feeling completely steady here. Maybe you start to sway side to side with your hands a little bit, as if there's a breeze coming through your tree. Yeah, give yourself a little challenge. Good, and maybe not. Maybe you hold on to the chair and just sway with one branch. Yeah, good. Coming back to center, good. And then slowly bringing the palms together, slowly floating your hand to heart, your hands to heart. Good. And then releasing your legs and relax. Good. So you might find that this pose is different every day. You might find today you were feeling particularly strong. Great. Maybe today you were finding really a lot of wobbles. That's good too, right? Yeah, just training our body. Okay. So coming into a little bit of a back bend again. Always back bends are so good for what we're working on today here. Good. So again, just the whole point of, again, just walking with a, chest lifted, shoulders back is just such a great way. You can still sort of look down at the ground too, if you're in, rocky territory. Yeah, so it feels so good. All right, we're gonna just do our back bend here. So we're gonna take our hands, actually relax your arms down. You're gonna glide your hands back. And just maybe let's today interlace our hands behind our back. Try to touch the palms together. Good. All right. Feet are hip distance apart. Find your mountain legs. So kneecaps lifted, tailbone tucked. Good. Our shoulders are just naturally back because we're holding our clasping our hands behind our back. Arms are straight. Good. Let's gently lift the chin just slightly and find your breath. Good. And then imagine that little pencil behind you and between your shoulder blades. Having your hands back there really helps. This is also another way to stand and talk to somebody. If you're talking to a neighbor, just clasp your hands behind your back. It's great pose, an easy pose to help remind us to stand tall. Good. Find big breath here. Maybe filling your belly. And as you exhale, relax the belly back. As we breathe in and out of our belly, yes, it allows the oxygen to go to the lower part of our lobes of the lung. It also massages the internal organs, our gut. If you really do some deep belly breaths, you might start finding some gurgling going on in your intestines. Yeah, that's what's happening to me right now. I'm making a lot of noise. Yeah. Smile on the face. Enjoy where you are at this moment. And as you exhale now, just relax the body. Bring the head back to neutral position, chin just slightly back, and release your hands and shake it out. Very nice, everybody. Good. And let's come to mountain pose. Just find how you just landed right at this moment, right? Again, kneecaps are gently engaged, tailbones tucked just slightly. Yeah, where are your shoulders? Turn your palms out gently and breathe. Just feels so nice for us to have this open chest to completely get that oxygen, our life force energy. Yeah. If we cut off our oxygen over time, it starts to create disease, right? It can create, more regular heart disease and imagine your car not getting gas, right? Our body doesn't get oxygen, especially over time. It just causes a cascade of things that can go wrong in the body. All right, let's take a little walk with a nice tall spine over to the front of our chair. Yeah. All right, and again, we're gonna sit down with awareness. Good, not just plopping down. Yes, we're gonna take our hips and reach them back. Reach them back. Good, as if we're trying to find the seat of our chair and we're almost there. Good, let's stop about halfway here. Again, let's lift the back of the heart. Reach it up. Good, coming into chair pose here, but not quite in our chair. Maybe lift the chin up slightly. And good, tuck the belly in. Yeah, good. Maybe reach your right arm forward and your left arm forward. Good. See how that goes. If your back feels like it's got too much tension on it, you can bring your hands back to your thighs. If you feel like you want more, maybe lift the heart and the gaze and the hands up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Find your breath. Big breath here. Each time you exhale, see if you can sink your hips back and down, just another hair. Yeah, very challenging pose here, but relax everything. The more challenge that happens in our life, if we deepen the breath, it helps us to relax and be able to deal with that challenge. And then on your exhale, if your hands are up, float them down to your thighs. Good. Look down towards the floor. Keep the head above the shoulders. Start to send your hips back. At some point, if you want to grab the front of your chair and just let your hips gently float down onto the chair. Relax. Let's bring our hands onto our heart, just holding our heart here. Close your eyes. Find your breath. So tall spine. Feel your heart beating. Just imagine all the blood flowing through your blood vessels, getting to every part of your body, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. That's why moving feels good. Our body's designed to move. It's designed to breathe. We've lost that acuity of breath over the years. especially with our sedentary lifestyles. So good for us. And then gently relax. Gently flutter the eyes open. That feels so good, doesn't it? Yeah, bring the hands onto the thighs. Good. Again, we're gonna find ourselves scooted about halfway forward in our chair. All right, we're gonna get rid of some toxins with eagle pose, right? So relax the arms down alongside the body. Find the puppet string on your head. Yeah, remember 2 things after class today. The 2 P's, pencil and puppet. So tall spine, gently hug that pencil in your shoulder blades behind you. Relax the shoulders, float the arms halfway up. Bring the hands forward. Take a breath in here. Exhale it out. Inhale, slowly bring the arms forward. And let's bring the left arm above the right arm. And let's just grab onto our shoulders, just giving ourselves a hug. Right, so either side of the shoulders here, and see if you can crawl your hands, your fingers back a little bit further behind your shoulders. Good. This is a little stretch forward for our shoulders here. Yeah, and then you can either heel toe let's just heel toe the legs together, or you can cross at your ankles, right ankle over left. Feel free to cross your legs if that's what you want, or tuck this right foot behind the left thigh or calf rather. Just, we want the legs to be together. Good. So take a breath in here. Let's lift the elbows up. Good. Let's lift the chin up. Good. Take a breath out. Take a nice big breath in again. And as you exhale now, just start to relax the upper body forward. Just coming into a little sleeping eagle here. Drop the head. Relax the neck and the head. Just let them fall wherever they may. Good. And then take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze your arms together, squeeze your legs together. Lift the pelvic floor muscles, engage them and lift them up as if you want to lift, as if you want to stop elimination, basically is how it feels. Yeah. Engaging those pelvic floor muscles, good for our retention, our bladder, all that, and breathe. So we're squeezing as we are breathing. Good. Let's squeeze everything a little bit tighter, Give it your 100%. Squeeze, 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 as if you're wringing out all the yucky toxins and the stuck fluids we have in our body. And then the next time you exhale, feel the whole body relax. Press down into your toes. Slowly start to lift the elbows up. The head comes up along with the elbows. Yeah. And then start to reach the elbows up a little bit higher. And then as they get higher, slowly start to unfold the arms. Just come into a beautiful, like a ballerina, right? Or all these beautiful flowers that are opening now. Heart is lifted. Yes, the back of the heart is lifting up. And then let the arms just gracefully come out and down. Good. Relax. Good. Just wiggle the body gently. Shake out the hands gently. Good. Shake the shoulders gently. Good. All right, we're going to just do that on the other side. So again, legs can be together still. Maybe the left foot or the left ankle or the left leg crosses over the right. You decide what you want to do on this side. Good. Relax the arms down alongside the body. Float the arms out to either side. Turn the palms forward. We're going to go a little over today. I'm so sorry. I just got caught up. And let's take the right arm above the left and grab onto the shoulders. Crawl the hands back. Lift the elbows up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bow forward. Good. And squeeze the arms, squeeze the legs. Yeah. Let's bring a little smile to the face as well. Lift those pelvic floor muscles up. Squeeze them in and up. And breathe while you're squeezing for 3, and 2, and 1. Squeeze a little tighter. Give it your all, 100%. Everything is tense in your body, even your nose and your ears. And then relax. Good. On an inhale breath, slowly start to lift the elbows. And as they come up, as you're breathing a little higher and a little higher, just open up nice and slowly, nice and gracefully. Yeah, this should feel beautiful on your body. It looks beautiful too to watch. And slowly relax the arms. Let them float down like feathers towards the floor. Yeah. And uncross if you were crossed here. Good. Do a little shake out, just a baby little shake out. Yeah. We can always shake no matter what stage of life we're in, no matter where we are. Just remember to shake. And also remember what? Pencil and puppet. Yes. Leaning forward, scooting your hips all the way to the very back of your chair. Feel free to lay down. Just have a couple minutes here for Shavasana. Please try to take the Shavasana that helps to have everything sink into a cellular level. Put the palms up on the lap. That takes your shoulders gently back. Find your gentle, tall spine. Very relaxed though. Good. Take a couple of seconds to wiggle around. Get yourself nice and comfortable. And then become still. Just find stillness now. Feel the body begin to relax from head to toe. Head's relaxed, shoulders relaxed, arms, hands, fingers. Feel your heart relax down now. All your internal organs relaxed, belly relaxed, your hips, your legs, your feet, your toes. Whole body's relaxed. And your awareness to your thoughts, if any. Good thoughts, not so good thoughts. Just let them be. You can even expand the thoughts, make them big. Let the thoughts grow out to all 4 corners of the room. They come and they go. Just let them be. For 1 minute. Just be here. No place else to be. Nothing else to do or know. For a few more seconds. Gentle smile on the face. With each gentle exhale breath, feeling the body soften. The mind begins to wander. Just gently bring it back to your soft breath. Only thing moving in the body is your breath. Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. You choose to come back into the time and space gently. Take a little bit deeper breath in and breathe out, even with a sigh. Begin to wiggle toes and fingers. Maybe gently sway the body side to side if you're coming out. Laying down, making your way slowly up into a seat. Once up into a seat, find that gentle, tall spine. Bring your hands into prayer position. Take a nice big deep breath in. And bow your forehead to your fingertips. Relaxing the back of your neck now. Yeah. And closing practice today with this. The most obvious is often obscured by the obsession we have with our own incessant thinking. And I'll say that again. The most obvious is often obscured by our obsession we have with our own incessant thinking. Yeah. All right. When you're feeling ready and complete, gently to begin to just flutter the eyes open, let the light in slowly as you lift your head. I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself today. Have a lovely rest of your day. And remember, P and P, right? Puppet and pencil. Enjoy. Thank you, everybody. Namaste.